We're also going to cover these sweeping new tariffs on imports from Mexico, Canada, and China. They're set to go into effect at midnight. More than $1 trillion in imports from those three countries flow into ports each year. We're going to have more on the impact of the tariffs on America. Chief White House correspondent Mary Bruce starts us off. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, George. Well, President Trump acknowledges that these tariffs may cause some economic pain for Americans, but he says it is worth it to send a message. And first thing this morning, he is expected to speak with the Mexican president and Canadian prime minister as the markets now brace for these tariffs, which could impact everything from the price of cars to groceries. This morning, with the country on the brink of a trade war, President Trump is saying, bring it on.
If they want to play the game, I don't mind. We can play the game all they want.
With just hours to go until his sweeping tariffs take effect, Trump targeting America's three largest trading partners, using emergency authorities to impose 25% tariffs on all goods from Mexico and Canada, with a lower 10% tariff on Canadian oil and gas. China also hit with 10% tariffs on top of those already in place from Trump's first term. Trump campaigned on a promise to lower prices for Americans, but economists warn this could have the opposite effect. Prices on everything from produce and toys to gasoline and cars expected to climb.
We may have short-term a little pain, and people understand that.
He argues the tariffs are a necessary response to the flow of migrants and drugs, including fentanyl, coming into the U.S. Characterizations Mexico, Canada, and China all reject.
This is retaliatory to a certain extent. Millions of people flowed into our country through Mexico and Canada, and we're not going to allow that.
But he hasn't detailed what kind of progress he's looking for, calling broadly for balanced trade and border control. And this morning, Canada and Mexico are hitting back.
Con el propio presidente Trump.
Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum announcing she'll impose retaliatory tariffs and slamming Trump for accusing her government of working with drug cartels, arguing the two countries must work together. To the north, a similar message from Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, insisting the Canadian border is safe and secure.
Less than 1% of fentanyl, less than 1% of illegal crossings into the United States come from Canada.
And Canadian fans booing the U.S. national anthem at 3 NHL and NBA games, including the Raptors game in Toronto. Canada's ambassador telling George the White House has not been clear about what more Canada could have done to avoid this.
Canadians are perplexed, I think disappointed. We view ourselves as your neighbor, your closest friend, your ally.
China is also denouncing these Trump tariffs, promising, quote, countermeasures and threatening to take legal action against the U.S. at the World Trade Organization. Robin.
All right, Mary, our thanks to you.